My name is Enrique Laija, and I'm part of Seerist intelligence team out of Mexico. I will be sharing a brief assessment of Colombia's risk landscape ahead of the upcoming elections. Our team currently maintains Colombia at a medium political and security risk rating. However, security conditions in conflict-affected regions have worsened sharply compared to the first half of 2024, partly due to armed groups attempting to expand territorial control ahead of the May 2026 presidential elections. As years of violent incidents in departments affected by guerrilla activity and the assassination of aspiring presidential candidate Miguel Uribe in Bogota signal a notable deterioration in security governance across several regions in the country. Our team has identified that crime has risen in urban areas, particularly in Bogota, where homicides have increased 5.3% and abductions are up 234% compared to last year. Trends also indicate that political violence is escalating. Additional to the assassination of Miguel Uribe in Bogota, the most high-profile political assassination in 3 decades, most crime and terrorism events targeting public officials follow the trend of locations where non-state armed groups are competing over illicit economies and territories, such as the Norte Santander, Cauca, Valle del Cauca, Chocó, and the Antioquia Department. Aside from private property, military and law enforcement remain the most targeted sectors of attacks. Our team has identified that criminal groups are deploying more advanced tactics, such as drone strikes and vehicle-borne explosives. A major example of this occurred on August 21st, when a drone strike in Amalfi brought down a police helicopter, killing 13 officers. Private property is targeted in 42% of all attacks by organized criminals and leftist guerrillas, with retail, hospitality, and the oil and gas sectors as the most effective. Civil unrest in Colombia has remained frequent, with notable spikes related to Venezuela, tensions with the U.S., and the agricultural and mining sectors. While mobilizations on par with 2021 remain unlikely, localized protests, roadblocks, and strikes continue across both urban and rural regions, driven by economic pressure and deepening political polarization. Overall, 57% of all unrest events included road blockades. Looking ahead, armed groups will likely strengthen territorial control in 2026, and security challenges are expected to continue into 2027, driven by institutional strain, political tension, and continued guerrilla activity. For a deep dive into this topic, click the provided link to the full report.